and then me catch them send them me wo guess just say papa we I personally I know him to be a musician, but the very day I many born show me who say papa what ye Roma just say nenia bedian kasa wakasa edema de bezero and I'm who said there be the akos wo my Ghana no say yam peli da fofra wo beba beje o my Ghana de esi hodoma enya de beboa enti say dem catch am dada no ne me guess for today me no eba aba betwetwe enkomo e wo showdown dwumadie so your friend Ogee baby abefe bia just say di no agye for baby a said ye nipa e die America wo mo ba be shop pay no. In fact, and yasam ketwa trust me say from now I go see set time e best why e best so we free dwumadie no so ye be to be and me say me to be and am Ogee say ya de wono so or be to be and kasafo I didn't change nyina no e for comment section na say e ma me na wonya share video we so a share video we ma wonu ebi no no so share emfama obi foforo me ko ne nchen na mama na kwa abashonko e de abashoda dwumadie so e wo Kumasi online TV Thick TV and our face in the friends of Ken TV. Me nua be mama me mo akwaba. Me
so me.
Pacha bibia boko de.
I so suban.
Any song here. Me suban de say ma shafo de o mani ti ase me suban de ye.
Ene obuan ye. Ene obuan ye.
Hey, eja obedu Ghana ma fra yes yo wonam ha wewura ha what yes MC ba pe. Na be nda pa na mechu ba be yo ba be come ho studio ha.
Ne maba.
Ene de waba.
Maba.
Why ne waba so de akwaba.
The best adwuma ntia na na tia ba.
Hey, na musician pa. We do real politics mu zuro gakna.
Oh Debbie, say musician me Ghana ninti no. How your music I know Ghana. Hanti I say Ghana fa ho because policies no be na koyema musicians a ebeboa. Aha ankoye susu a emwa nti no say oto na say also wonke bia eba de ebe count. The price of goods na cost for we musician a we feel electricity and everything. It is that Ghana musicians because policies na eden omo ye na emwo omo. It is all to one as also wonke bia eboboba. Aha nti no politics there is everywhere. Aha nti no ye beka so your music or you so say even if you put your carry on the line I don't care. Yeah.
Because sometimes you go for people with the likes of other musicians or do political parties or me to be can now support a party where I mean tie wunyum biom ni ade. Most I don't know so what to be paying nuntina ama make us say you being a musician I'll do hweremu no. Aren't you scared people are going to say
no,
say
you support party you support Ghana.
Okay.
The reason why I'm saying so no say parties in omo ho but omu ni na no police be omo ye bia omo ya ma Ghana. And then say who join a political party who join it based on the ideology of the party to inure to the benefit of the people living in the country.
Okay.
And you know say you see say MPP na me pa MPP na dey na me pa na ne one mo dey ba na ebeboa o man Ghana na.
Okay.
And this na me pa no man this e dey ba na ebeboa o man Ghana na.
Okay.
Nti say me anu na na say the base dey na e dey ebeboa. Nti the base no join the base ye nka se be join the base say ye hu bi na ataya na say but the base ideology no e was say it me boa the people living in the country. Nti no so we musician as who take it say me MPP na me pesika de a ene de wasem but so fi say the ideology of MPP beboa NDC de beboa and I say MPP mwa NDC mwa na the base de na beboa also join the base nti sana e de etie
aside you joining the base now meaning say we MPP ni pa
na me ye.
Okay, now okay, this is officially you are confirming that you are no longer a member of the New Patriotic Party.
No longer.
But why did you leave the NPP?
Set up me can initially no. You're joining MPP no based on the ideology. Now, we share a do boy more time now. No cray or party no more. And then or the elites. So all the policies be bad. It means a policy where a policy above what or minor. But no time go kone ni mni adade na hu se nkofo no mo join no o mo interest ehia o mo se o man Ghana no.
Okay.
Yen upa my position enye ni hia ye but ade bebo o man Ghana no ene ye hwehwe and you know you cannot tell me say e bia me join the party na the party no me hwe say o mo interest na ye o mo but enye o man na I cannot stay in that party. Into the MPP hwe ko form time ba nyoma mo di ba na na eboa na na kufu ado me betwa meto abama no e campaign ma no because obi ka say or the free searches ba or the one district one district one factory and no kra no o de bia bedu no but who say free SHS no can 208 and fa or can 2012 and
2012
but who say 2016 now or they one district one factory that can in a fire because na nkofo hia adwuma aha and it no say me one MPP mu na say ade na aircon no emboa nipa abraboma why should I still stay in the party? Okay. Aha and into the mind ye free party because you say the ideology of the party as we speak now no your own interest but ye no ye interest na hwehwe the ordinary Ghanaian the masses na ho na omobre enoma wo say ye ka say Ghana enye din Ghana no nipa na wom na ma mane ma so policy bia should invest in the people, should make sure say the ordinary Ghanaian and I say the friends middle class, the lower middle class, any lower class na ebe and for high class style be and from bana more from there bre and it's na you free people who say no cry what party no can who problem because they feel like say every rot to be a party will be I will say a party anymore nanti ebe cause detriment to the country cry remember Ghana say cry na inform as long as they stay in the party there or say oh a lawyer yes be say entisa say our party ni mu na se be say o man Ghana e be ba abonti abeka anso wa abonti beka yeso akasa tia party nti free you know the ideology of the MPP right now there.
So would you agree with Mr. Frimpong Boateng on his statement said the current new patriotic party no a fake?
Absolutely,
would you agree with
absolutely,
that?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. So these are some of the reasons here. So which year? Year ben na we free. Is it 2024? Year koto abawie ma MPP lose year or recently one more primaries here just say and man ko year na ma we free mu and now you left even before the 2024 election.
I think it started from somewhere 2021.
You
when na Kufuor was no and no man ekoso no na emwa. So I started criticizing and Kufuor's government, being the MPP government. So now people feel like say, oh, we NDC, I'm saying no. I am speaking for Ghana because say me party nasa adene ekoso no e de ahokyere ba. I don't mean sometimes mean think of phobia or more argument I say me belonging to the party nti adena party ni ye no still I mean what kind of logic is this?
Okay, so you believe in say me your party ni impo na se party ne ya de na nya. I have to speak about it. I don't have to keep quiet.
Yeah, all started criticize now we NDC now you na party say it me there MPP ne free ni pen tim kwada dada. O the ordinary back 2023 Canadian Japan.
Oh wow.
And them is back to the MPP.
Okay.
You know MPP ni there vim na te kwaya kwada dada. It na say can kwa ne ba ya nka me say me to amaba mom.
Okay, so meaning 2024 you even voted for MPP?
No. You
didn't vote 2024?
No. 2021. And I'm started criticizing you.
Okay, but 2023 now Ken no Baba stand. You know, after the election, Ken was speaking about unity.
Yeah.
It's back to the
No,
MPP.
I didn't.
Though you were supporting Kennedy, but you didn't come back fully to the MPP.
I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't.
Okay.
Because I maybe live in Ken, na ideology no. Now, when ya obaka say bi o ono what's na party no, but me ko committee enye Kendia. Me believe in no asem na kuta no say be boa Ghana no. Enti say asem no aso akata. Why should I still support ena de omode ne ba no? Na asem no entomaso.
That is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Yeah, and Thomasu. And it's a 7 Thomasu. I don't know why, if I don't believe in something, and I dare not M1, Mrs. Salam, MPP, Intimin Kotrabamano. That be, I'm not that kind of type.
Okay.
Oh, because in some more debano. So my chance says, say, a very good man, a bit my church him.
Oh, yeah, to me.
Oh, say, basically, no, he was preaching about, if I say, digitalization.
Yeah.
It's the order of the day. I do understand. I cannot write off digitalization. Because we be a me wono a year juma pa de e wo hono but the thing is say udi kan o ye policy they can show woman no is it developing country let me start with it a developed country and as a developing country and as a underdeveloped country into the kind share category now no should be a woman e wo is it underdeveloped country and a developing country and say developed country into where Ghana a developing country into a developed country no there should be a basis fundamentals and the bit more bridging the gap between developing and developed country And it is all the system be bad. Don't say those in the advanced countries and I say developed countries from where and it will me the be bad. For all you know, no, baby yes, so developed countries, Makacho said they are industrialized. They have strong infrastructure. And it is our industrialization, no, and no what they can hear. Into the Oshibia, Opa Obi, say Obi so obedi chinia, yen Obi wo ha anase wa, yen hwe dictionary mu, yen hwe digitalization definition. Osha enhancement of something. Obi so ka say enhancement and I say improvement. It means the original no wo ho, na obey the improve no, and asa obesesa no. Into wo hwe ne bibi foforo. The one nya original na osha the proof for na enye ye. Now patch of our phone mama, patch of that. Ade we say e ba first na de konkwa e phone konkwa na de and so bi wa brocha na hard say de obete ne ka even ofie nipa kwa say bi a wanya no kwa na ante call ne all right into obi hu say phone e de abaye communicate no say okay and the identity because of say communication bi wo baby say ntino and enta menya ne smartphone no ye ne smartphone no obi tina say menya smartphone dia ma me fa Viber mbra ma me fa WhatsApp mbra ma me fa we mbra. So those app no and also mu create sa say WhatsApp now we apps na use no. It didn't come on a vacuum. They got to know so be a producer sa dey we say. And into no me dey be enhancing operations. Into first no now ultimate video call and now ultimate into no or the side digitalization say technology no enhance the operations of the phone. But without the phone no why is going to be WhatsApp? Without the phone no Viber we infa. Without the phone why are you going to get those apps? But you need a factory to manufacture the phone, to manufacture phone we are, and the digitalization aspect in enhancement to improve on the operations of the phone.
Okay, so to you think, said Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, he rushed with this whole digitalization.
Yeah.
He rushed so much, was in a country we were still struggling to survive.
Now let me ask this question: if you believe in digitalization, why is my writing of the toll booth? I didn't tell toll booth to because almost told you no more musica and into mutuem tell mu the 11 ba because 11 no electronic.
Yeah.
So the toll booth no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia once said say we don't need to go and borrow say the buy kwan but you betima to various rules no na dey ya dey kwan no me ne ya adwene so me da so ne ye dey adwene but ebia through corruption into ye nya nkofo papa e ma ye dey omo akanto for eniti ende ma me nya omo free ho na me digitalize toll booth no. Into whatever money be behind, it goes straight to the government. That is where the digitalization is needed. But with that road, there can never be toll booth. Without a toll booth, there can never be digitalization. Sure. Into a road, in our toll booth, no BBS can you need through now digitalize it. Into I want my buy to the cash this maybe it's going to get you money. We have to do something about generating revenue at the more so the bear they be uncle digitalization is good, but the fundamentals na say that's what Ken was preaching about industrialization and strong infrastructure. Into unya hospitals, unya roads, unya industries to produce your own phone, to process your own cocoa, to process your own tomatoes. That is, you don't need digitalization to do this. We need production. And maybe Bamiana one can. Or see, we have to move from whatever to production. The first thing kind in a referee to taxation to production, because you know say production is a key. Say taxes no kwa be bring na obenya or say ubi o tax scope no through industrialization. Do kwa brochira ye wade e fe NI before you obenya NI edina tax code. Say so unya adwuma no. Na ye de ye do tax code ma na ye de tete. Ti wanya friends adwuma NI no emfa because now insurance de hospital be be free. Akwan so etu no adwuma nti na ye de etu kwan. Nti jobs there and as industry there a very pivotal for man be the core a year for the first or man be economy and nti na abrofo no sa level no motwam. Okay. I get where you are coming from. So after even 2023 Ken losing, you never came back to the party. Then 2026, when Ken decided to contest again, you were still following Kennedy Akumpre in Japan. So if Ken had won, would you have come back to the NPP? Definitely.
Okay, so meaning you are following Kennedy Akumpre in Japan. You are not following a political party.
It's not Ken per se. Ken is human. But a seminal.
Okay. the message that now what no
nkofo bebre aka asem ato se bi omo wuko ba asem ni ye adwuma enti ken asem na okan no obetimi akọ na MPP wo ho na asem ni ye adwuma enti say if he is preaching about the industrialization na me fa samba na say ne kwa na wan sorry no obi believe in that idea na the still the industrialization na asem na okan no e beda ho no mo anything they can say even say you don't say about the base na can is beyond Ken. But we share the ideology of him because you could feel like say now no a normal Ghana here no any idea we say how can you bring a policy or money enya so fa so ya ka so man so enipa na ewum no so you look at uncall for say omu problem say den nti omu problems are now offer solutions to the problem now leadership when we are dey be a situational leadership and na Kennedy oye no you look at the event of the season say ade we say o sini tie ne ya into be hia paracetamol o tena ne yefunu ne ya emfa paracetamol ne ma no man e do foforo e de yefunu ya redro and it is so Cape Coast the ebe Cape Coast ma wo government nye sika fu no wo e den now they would woni alcohol they ma kumasi wo nya sika fu no so it should be a situational leadership and to be find the problem first the solution to the problem ovia unwie me no wuti I say metuma ka say ade we say o sini tie ne ya o every day okay a man para no de man but e so hwe say wanum ama no eden atono and to find a solution now how you put the solution into practice to inure to the benefit of the Ghanaians no that's the issue but obu on ma ade ne woni trim enti obi say akwase yi ade minimum osu mintimi nka e woni trim won timi nka enti ase bibia ye books sa
oh you think say Ghana so bibia ye duru na nya book sem we need a practical leader obi a wo just say or titi memufo na se a why ready so obesum ti memufni no
yeah book no there mean to me write off book no
it is good
but book no the ten say the book no say ultimate transform into practicals so ultimate family practical aspect in there then I will not buy that but obedient in book no to me the practical aspect of it now maminya analogy when I share okona nkwase dan ma ho ye ko school no ye draw nantwie elebu ni parts but e book mu ye hu nantwie ne bi kwa na ye hu bi da brebo na ye kasa aye liver na ye hu da na nkwase ni won si school dem da ye na de ko so o de koya abatwa okọ ye no no achi nantwie no na ye che no odwa nantwie no na ehu ne brebo ni sei ni sei when na betima describe nantwie no
de wo no eku nantwie na
exactly pass won see classroom da ntu de ade man na obeye but the osuan the book no was suan woni trim but won timi nya ade no that is any higher man no but se nipa no was suan no timi esay the practical aspect of it and we dangerous because was suan no sign him the osuan bia her knowledge no wo ko suan the man knowledge na say o de aba ama nipa hu manifest nti obi ka say meye plain e wo ni trim ube ukra bia na wonjindi say I better play it my e betima nya bibia afa film but the moment about practical ma 2 year no you don't care about the school but you care about how where they were ya then about into you believe in it
okay you read the base mu a lot of people keep saying Ghana happens to be a two political states ababa we be a friend vera oye and nekra ababa kebi or say someone like Alan Kojo Shemantina Alan Kra the word he used was very harsh say Alan Kra na oye nyanseni na amanfo nim ne kra no free party no ankwanko si baby na musi the base ne die enya de beko baby when you hear someone coming from the NPP or kasa same way how do you react to it? Yeah, Vera.
Okay, who say Vera no munim say do nim nyansa obi obokro no. Most of the MPPs munim say obi onim nyansa e obi obokro no.
Na ntu mokro no dia.
Onim nyansa because asem o kan say Alan Kra. Okay, now let's look at this. I don't want to Alan obi a oyenim defo. Yent untimi write off Alan ne nyansa no. Ebi oka Alan Kra no ebi wa mbodin die betima ka say office Alan e wo top and as wa head sin ken
Oh, but Alan, you are saying Alan were animonium. Alan or when you
yes, because of Alan animonium one more candy. But to see so all man
yes, because the base now looks as if it is for Kennedy.
It's for Ken. And it's not Alan with animonium, then I say Ken be. Oh, my ideology, no. Until I be, I'm going to be Jimmy for party because party never and into person kind of great. Oh, okay. Sa Nipana office say, where was so saying no. One I there, I benefited Ghanaians.
Kennedy.
Oh, nipa na wo underestimate no. Sa nipa no e de na adwene ekete adwuma. Ema nkofo nya bia de eye. Ema otua tax e de ma oman no. O inject capital into the country. And no underestimate say ono betan de na nipa kono waye. Because they feel like say, oh, obi people talk about nipa or transit, obi a gentle bed. Obi a oye gentle nipa o de Ghana sika man say Gina fa hwe Ghana no de hwe Ghana. Okay. Ubetimash kabrofo, ube suit, ube gentle, but ubo Ghana kronoa, you are not gentle. The biggest insult say nipa awaji nipa hosika say o de be hwe no amfa hwe no. That is the biggest insult. But people feel like say tantrums and as a character trait in the measure obi say oh asimesi de oh efficiency. Say nipa no obi a okasa harshly but who this guy man na onfa ne sanka o de be ya the corner so o de be ye no. And then nipa timati ni bottom ska say me the $6 million AC cardiothoracic center na etimi aboa Ghana ni anakoma de ha no. Watena se adwene we say ade no ade bia so a wodi ba bia policy bia no na meka say the end results near say has it benefited Ghanaians. Yeah. So obi ko na so wo nipa ko na wodi atam ko ba menya akoma yare no so ko na so ahwe na wo so why Jimmy for.
Sure.
Yeah, it is sad people no omu na kasa omu ni nyansa obetima kan blunt ayede e de akere omu.
You can nyansa.
Yeah, with no fear.
Okay.
Because the essence of governance is to do whatever to enhance the livelihood of the people. Obayima omu fefe a utiwe. Mako ebia ya describe ya ma me say bia me fa nhwo. Me ko me ba no na say bio dipa ko do uja me no. Why tantantan a Obade no beka kire me.
Definitely.
But if you can now when James can be by the nyansa kwami fast why fresh now that this one ma the essence na open say obeye kama obai why kama but e onkophobia omo say omo sua bukum ne na yet na Ghanaians are suffering unyansa no wan and anyansa no wutwa gutim kwa.
I know the base one of the people are target so beba belidimo Yera Kennedy akompre konhine Japan. People keep saying say Kennedy decided say o free party ni ma ba join the base and a political career ebeba na wiye no so be so say.
What is a political career? Political career be an issue inure to the benefit of the people. Ken is not selfish. On getting a political career or during the ordinary Ghanaian or course with no war no that form no. And to send a political career ever say no otimi boa the other form now. That is political and then meaning or definitions to things. Enable on ma which man can on the surface but who come comprehensively to me say a different you can idea all canon. It is all catch me say obi political career ever is at stake. Okay, now what na MPP ni political career course so can nyeska na Ghana force of what is the essence of it? Nyansa ben e wo. But say can political career so free MPP na sa friend say asay wo hono na so aba na say Ghana ni bi nya ho ne so mfa so a that is what we talk about political career. It's not your who definition to wait and you say obey the contract now or they are ho because some the contract show more fi some politicians but there be the contract no na ye unye sika ne firma give it back to society because that is where you got it from. Yen kase mfa bi nya on faye but the your money there for more mine no agudie na wo mine me na mienu dia ye kase Ghana for mienu enye obi ade so no beton no wage 10% no da hye ne boto and then no obi kase ne political career political career go MPP mu na se Ghana so Ghana fonya so mfa so ene na ye hwehwe.
But do you see the base being able to conquer NPP and NDC 2028?
The base can conquer when you and I join forces. MPP NDC no omo MPP no ho eye nipa na mo mayesa se nipa no na so omu say omu free ase say there is no MPP and nti sa impenifo na omo to on no omo na mayesa and nti say omo to on ka say enne me nto aba ma MPP bi me to aba ma base they can make the base and they can unmake the MPP NDC. The only thing that we have to do is to conscientize their mindset and let them know what is around them. A lot of people doesn't know what is happening. and into who are the honorable boss chairman because obenya 200 cedis bi obenya 300 cedis bi. Imagine say ukwa to abakra yi obi no obi so opesika ansana and they are not looking at competence, they are looking at the highest bidder. Tinipa ne timi tua na se binyansa kwa ne tinim kwa na ye beto e de amane dem fa omonyo music awie ne firi no man no, but they don't know say whatever they give to them they take it in 100 folds because why are the pa e de ne so trace cancer ato abama eno no nipa na ka adahwan net wono ma ne ho to no ko hospital yan gini ska ye say ye na ye bona baso a ye say ko trace cancer oh you care to abakra onte. Okay. But who the cost now? Why can't we say no? Some people buy the Emma we see. Okay. Whatever change. So somebody don't have to. I'm saying now. I'm going to trace car and say infant to Abama.
From what you said earlier on, how did you feel when Kennedy lost the election, especially with the messenger na Papay Ekita na Otono? How did you see the delegates?
Then I saw it say MPP was not ready for power.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Now said they can't money crisis no. The delegates no, I could feel like say even say ye can say ye French man the majority no epeken, but omu crook ways that has been the problem. May you have free abomu near the obi the abo and question if you manipulate abon omu pa yenjai near can say all card bearing members emetria emetuaba ema MPP aspirants na every DPC. I didn't tell omu kwa top bottom approach. Emma wutu mi jina oka say mu na mutu abama ma me na maintain mu. How on earth should you fucking say that? Excuse my way. Oh, sanity you. But say o say opa abana ekotu no obi ambaki obi a ye wie na ye obi a ne ambaki obi a. Enka no no na ba o me betima dina stage akasa say the Ken kasa no. Na de bia meka say Ken na yedi na chini ni sika o mayi bi. Ye kora na ye invest. But asem na ekuta no e chichira o man. Asem na gi o man, asem na boa sabi ehiafo. And no na me no kono say me because me tab which me feel fast my bagana na me fast am unko chi say me yare sisi na de me call clinic na say clinic no the service am require me nya say eno ano no and I told me twice oh krom ha no mo akra akoma se kwan fun ya me shada fa so e say nya me ado uba ya oka ubisa omega me start kra na ejeki oh, that intino say BBC now can say metablo change and family one. These are the things.
You are definitely a Ghanaian and one way or the other you come to the country.
Exactly. Uba holy is saying that the intino so one boama or man and koya uba you suffer. And then we use kasi anasa, we use kasi ana de nasa. Oh the picture and intino a funny saying my friend was say host two programs say I could feel like say we are elated. Who if I say the brain to ask questions and the likes. These are the people they don't want. They want people are they were to MPP mu, they were to NDC mu. No, enough of that. It can lose you say the MPP they were not ready for power.
Now when PP is speaking on unity, Yenim said the leader of the base, that is Mr. George Otibonsu. One also now a MPP ni one way or the other because things didn't go well for him. And now no so man chain who the free party him. Now that the party is speaking on unity, would it get to a day where the base, the people in the base would feel say, okay, most of us are MPP for it is here na ye kasa for unity no ye nyina ye nka ye humbo because especially someone like the former member of parliament Edema Swame constituency when we background there was HM Zabozo one of the people are wakasa edia for unity ho pa no because he feels say election ye call ye and candidates, especially the people who are following Kennedy, now more pen Kennedy, but one madie, and Kamunina Mumbra, Namumba supporte Bawumia, Mukudin Kunim, now 2028. At least we are all MPP, will be a engineer.
That man is a despicable being with no apology because I'm not scared.
I'm telling
you for a fact, he's a despicable being. The reason why I'm saying so near say. You see, say in a contest of ideas, not contest of insults. And then, you know, one word the other, no, can't say me you have to be mindful of your words, the way you say it. Uye penny, say assembly be fear, kwana ke de assembly de eba betu ni. Obi any problem so be take side say you believe the ideology of Baumia. Excellent. But ultimately nyaso emre the car and assembly till the other person is say or a fancy talker. Oh, next nipa no onim de but come comprehensively. Nipa na odi na ti kwa no na e fancy talker. And there again, nipa na mu label a lot of people obi ka say let me look at that useless friends lawyer attach ya. Say na de ne ba obeka man ade be ne ba. Why don't you concentrate on your message? But they feel like say ebia Ken attack your account because everything Ken was saying bia na no kwena okay. That is the problem they have. Because they feel like say the rots never MPP no in kind of unfancy. But and yes I not and yes I even be say
we stand for
and you know the base is beyond Ken. If Ken decide to stay in the MPP, we are not staying. The base will move on.
As much as you people are looking say Kennedy beba be leading money. Say Kennedy impo decide say media did the atema ye di me na still na me patriotic I'm going to be in the NPP. You people will not join you people will not
because or MPP ma it means the message in you see. It's not the base is not about Keno. It's about his message.
Okay.
What's the can catch or say in conform ma can sama to sanko in seminal eboa. And into the message the DH Ken per se. It is a Ken message, you know. So oka MPP man, it means a message in there aka. Because by me them so beka digitalization say. It is a message in aka on any message in enter MPP mo. Some message near the here so the base will move ahead with that message. Near who nipa or can't science me there. Even the 2023 2024, I was supporting Cheddar. Because when Cheddar brought the 12 pillars, no, I could see say it makes sense. So, on my developing country, if you want to go far, this is the way you start building.
Okay.
Oh, now we have to build. But I say, yeah, then the say kukuru da ni near the basi ho. How on earth say even pensioners 1 year bibia ma omo omusika na omusi edu yen kwakwa brema de benu odu kwa wetima babusia manso wo de honado obusia kwa
15 years and za wo ma de
you see anything eka say Ken eka so betna the base no it has come to stay and it's beyond anybody not even me Omega whoever the base na a message and if Ken decides to stay in MPP on the own still hold the base move on nehu obia if he say on message in line with our ideology you be support
Oba Ghana what said the youth no be any agree with the base how is the reaction like
yeah positive na me say me drive here me try say me car no baby me kono me nko anti say me fa nkofo nti mi say o call baby me kore the adeja me mama trim ti trama na me the base has started
okay
me nya youth ni bia obu afa na abato no converse obeti ho asem bi because MPP mo no NDC mo no then me introduce me to the base me kan no abeti ase na won kofo bu so aka say the one ma misika me into because of the MPP NDC ba mo nya na fit no ono nya sika na otoma wi anu ano but me bisa na say otu or money sika na okotoma na what next na say na brabo no we see ana say dey nti woni omo kan me ne amonfo akasa ma ebi ma che say me wo sisi ebi mo e twen wase o ye wi e be register mo ma kire mo say ye wo ha say that time was omo frɛ Danny ti Danny any omo looking na mo TikTok na mo say omo din komo no we was stadium high and ba catch and say o high to omra na oni ni nuanum na car crowd omo do mo fa na betua cars can we are omo say car na side and form ko the youth ni here omo sometimes one only we be mo kasa they have the brain but omo lose hope who is there for them who is going to help them me and make say sebi with all due respect to them nyamiandom a common name say the tibiano but the bia make say we selfish na kase o hwe won kwa you don't know tomorrow and the be betime si na bia wontimi nya adwuma wontimi nya adwuma let me share this my story me na mo okigi sa me bobo me bibia one time I woke up na me nya my stroke me call your doctor so amahwa mu hu hwe nya ade but you know what happened me ba me taye adoye me call rehab na kwa ibi akonfonochi obi omo mutimi nto omo bills na mo support omo no mo tua bills ni ade na one adwuna si heya me koye bi wosa na blind lady bi bompai mame na oka say nyame nkai de abeyi on kai o hia dem me fa me tablet anadwo na me tie ni mpai bo no am si mesi for o ha na mesi for no ma start necessary I say no leave me
wow
menante with all due respect it took the helpless blind lady word Emma mitimi ede ejina me na so enante so we don't underestimate anybody oh yes And if you always think of yourself, you'll be found wanting. But if you care for others, you wouldn't know. Ebiana what tiafi, sika guboto, but sika ntimi fa unko nipa na beso mu, nipa na unhia nsuo keke, nipa na bebro nsuo say je na no na revive. But na sika no guboto me gu kam egu he, but ne sika na ntimi nya hwe, but nipa. So don't underestimate any individual bia. That is what Ken etie. That is what we are. That is what Ghana has to be, and this is the fight that we are fighting.
Okay, in Ghana, oba yeja wa wenitua wa di hu nkomo de esi amanfo a wodu omo ewura the base amanfo a wo register wo diaspora so no the base ba ye no omo so omo so musen
diaspora de make say the base ne ne kutaye.
Oh wow. Kita bukra che ye na ye ti Ghana.
That's an time me buy. The base ticket me try remember some can the boarding, but I said I will come.
You came purposely because of the base.
Because of the base.
Wow.
Oh, because say your honoma ebia TikTok live no be oh yenti bi wa ekofo bi ha no person register ekofo bi say na bi muka say ba na be inspire them. Okay. Na e kire say we are with them. Na say kire the reason why I was so joining the base. Na the whole life na eto ade on. But unim say sanke yen penifo no omunye politicians no omunye leaders because there's difference between a politician and a leader. The politician thinks about the 4-year mandate. Joko jina koko fo ma onko hwe the well-being of the koko fo no or call is cite or more against the government said the beya
4 years time you better abama obo
into obaka said the betima ye ama koko no betima ye ni say obo to abaye de etiom your man opposition to one up said the government ni fail no take advantage the when never queen and we have to come and educate them and tell them all this say omumbra the base and the base in what the ideology be a betima de abo say ene say na the base for na you say na etima bi adwuma no bia nya bi ya say ye ka say ye see officer enye me nkwam sika na me de beba ye nyina together we can build into no misra obi a wutemi bia no the base no this all about ye nyabre.
Okay, in fact, I'm coming to share no. I done
that's part now kind of
okay. What's in fact, that's where for the crowd was say, woman ponsem and the base in the kita, bawa bagane no Obia na bemebu, Obia why you so fed up with the new patriotic party and the National Democratic Congress. Munina mo forget it, Momra na mo be joining the base, and near my papa. The base, the base is beyond Honorable Kennedy Akompre in Japan, but the message of Honorable Kennedy Akompre in Japan and no end woman kita say ne nipa wo mu hwe nim kwa so be ba lead party no say wo ba hooray send the message na wo di be ye adwuma wo mani beje nempon se Kennedy ama. The whole unity talk, the things NPP, they are busy saying what they are trying to say, trying to tell people, come and join me near there. They are sick and tired of the NPP, and nothing would make them ever and ever go back to that person. Their focus is the base, and they are looking forward, say, 2028. Womo besa sanyema na wome to me ababedu o my Ghana. So na industrialization. To me, I possible. And yet, Bibiana, yet digitalization. In fact, me the debia, more musho show down the munim that I said, me make us a Dr. Bamu Barmia. Me sitting here, me need GDA wenimu. So, Obibema when a GDA wenimu, a message as sama. Obeton, why would I compare the message of Kennedy Akompre in Japan to the message of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia? We are here to stay. Unyamba joining the base at 05506233377 or send a message on WhatsApp. Your best send the forms Nibiama failing the camera. Now officially Brabe a member of the base. Me jaw ma wakwe our last and final words sir. Obese odi tu John with Yamana.
Today, mami enka semi ya ukai na if dem family last message in them. On say Oka asemi about digitalization. Remember analogy we say. Oman sika ne di tua teachers ka. Di tua workers ka. Okay, now somebody is telling me say my e-gate our airport. The e-gate in a convenience. Me tiase 100% because anko phone queue into Rubana Tariana ko a convenience. It doesn't bring any other thing bia convenience. Not the same manner to to e-gate no. Which me they talk airline. Or the top airline now, the airline is going to give you money to pay the teachers. The e-gate cannot pay teachers unless you go and borrow. But the airline can work and bring you money to pay teachers.
Definitely airline.
So that's why we're saying, say the basis near digitalization be easy.
Sure.
And it's a unya sanyo mana. In some cases, digitalization is not built in a vacuum. There should be something.
Of course, let's do the right thing first before.
Exactly.
Even in a country like this, when him say, I'm sorry to say, there's no disrespect to Yemi Anua Womufi, the northern region, and then you will some of the northern regions were honoma. Baby a Ghana you do 68 plus. And it's a disgrace.
And the president.
It's from the northern region.
Yeah, the president is from there.
Speaker of Parliament.
The same
northern
thing.
Region.
Exactly.
Former Vice President. Good. Northern region. Majority leader. Northern region.
And they are known to say omuye how do we call it? Omuye farming power. And one person is telling you, say, I will use the SAR 5 northern region, no. Say me dibe fidi Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the world. Okay. And one person is also talking about digitalization. Now, Burkina Faso so all my tomatoes because processing the tomatoes. You say here tomatoes are you going to ask digitalization or you ask the farmer to give you that?
You ask the farmer.
That's why we say let's get the tomato first. When we get the tomatoes, now in SSR, let's build a factory to process the tomatoes so that add the value to it. We can sell them. And it's young say we are right of digitalization. The basis are not can want them. And then our man as a developing country you better menya first and Sunday are thinking of bridging the gap between the developing and the developed country. Now my last word I'm going to try to say the base is for the youth. Okay. The base are kronfosro into your kron or your kronfa remember the base. The base no kreneka umpe no kra remember the base. The base no adwena na say you ma obi a wo Ghana ne chefa bia inside the account because the taxpayers money is for the people, it's not for those people more top no. And it is a what team car misro wo hwe banim sa no me fine guy me fresh swag so e the ego into ma men kan kira misro brother be join the base. Okay. Dia me o number wo de dia me o number e be nya wa wo nimo mega so bia but wo so a wo kumase no me buy kumase online me bon abaso pa. You see, feeding a Dutch they can say, seeing is believing. The buyer, no, or boss office, course a bahonomono, or say be acquired the base office. And it's making who come on actual diaspora for. I think you guys need to be supported.
Thank you.
Yeah, because mu ya juma. And yes, will be say, me am the menyebehu, Omega catch me and come in jindi. But on I say, Ogee, my car don't see bra, name me. Me buy soon and KBA. Me better and KBA interview there and come but office one mono course na eba no oh the base yembe they register the base and bia na catch we say omra ha CCI oh and ntimu boy adwuma me bon aba so and nti ebedi hu nkomo na the base in penny for me so omo for money share online since traditional media no mo de omuni papa bia de catch into the we are ye no wedi nkomo na hu how best ebetuma support to Kumasi online na ma mo so ha continue me so wo be so register so about Kumasi online na omba ya ma fefe into me so say kan na ma no be sa bobi mama me
okay that is 0550623377 0550623377 un frɛ kwa na send a message on WhatsApp ya bejo so na ya send
it where chame keke na say fa message na de eto won mu le register the base ya dwene Ghana ho so dwene Ghana ho a umbo Ghana kro no so dwene Ghana ho a ma pemfo enda for abra ma wo so dwene Ghana ho a obehwe the interest of the people living in the country. Bichia the base of more diaspora na me am sister Fabi me hu so abaso bichia Lila me kase me bobo dina ebe Fabi me so ma send message me to nka chenti atie message na de ema me enti me samo mumra ne na me join the base ye wia ye the base store enti the oti na so person obeka ye ho ne na ekọ the base store na bra ye no obekọ because ye say ekọkọ kronko ni sabi nkrase no na ekaka the base na de ekiro mo.
Okay Ogee meda wasi here baba wasem to Zafrewi wa beka me ho a wetimi grace eye me show yi
me da se pa yakobon nhira me mpene.
Okay we see Ogee enande me ne no etwetwe enkomo e wo showdown jumedie mu a mo de mo comment na ade ba ye nyina no ye da mu nyina asiye papa na showdown jumedie de ye sorry su ye nyamusa keke there are lots of things ale apali ankasa ye di nyina ebeso mo ansana finally yama ye musuma me ncha me husima enkwaje aboafo nkrato emfemra sisia.